Well, hello everyone, my name is Prime and welcome back to another episode of Prime News, and today SES Software released the 1.43 open beta for ETS2. This was suspected as the ATS side of things dropped yesterday, and my word, 1.43 is looking really good for, of course, both ATS and ETS2. So of course, like always, the blog post will be linked down in the description below. That's where you can check out the extra information, and this is where I got, well, the information I'm going to be telling you, and the screenshots that you see on screen. So just like the ATS side of 1.43, this 1.43 open beta for ETS2 is just the first iteration. There'll be more coming, and the ETS2 side has a lot more right off the bat, I have to say. So the first thing is the Lyon Reskin. So the French city of Lyon is getting a reskin. We saw this in a dedicated blog post a while back now, but it is introduced here with the first iteration of 1.43 open beta. Of course, looks really good. There's some comparison screenshots that you'll see cycling through. Of course, it's just really nice to see another reskin added for ETS2. It's nice to have some updated areas. There are also going to be tollgate updates, so although it's not overly massive and nothing is necessarily being overhauled, it's really just speed limits, road signage, and other minor adjustments to the toll gates that you'll notice in ETS2. And the next thing is viewpoints. There will be a total of 35 new viewpoints added across the already released ETS2 locations, and of course in this update, as far as I know, all of them are in the open beta. Don't quote me on that, I haven't actually been able to play the game yet, but from what I'm reading in the blog post, that's what I perceive. And 1.43 also brings new Iberia roads. It's just nice to have more roads for the Iberia DLC. Of course, you need the Iberia DLC if you want to, well, experience the new Iberia roads, but it's just, by the looks of it, some smaller roads. I'm not 100% sure, but it seems like there's just some more connecting ones, so it's not all highway, which is quite nice. Next is the new special transport routes, 8 in total. I covered this not too long ago, but in general, SES Software are just adding 8 new special transport routes across the various locations in ETS2, which is just a nice new challenge as well. And now on to the things that were released in the ATS side of things in ETS2. You've probably seen it on the screenshots already. Ownable dumpers are in ETS2 now as well. Overall, I have to say, it's just really nice to have a new ownable trailer. It doesn't matter if you're ATS or ETS2. Both of the games do benefit from having more ownable trailers in general. It just allows you to customize, well, what you have on your rig, and it's more realistic in that sense as well. And of course, going along with that is the interior cabin sound update. Again, the SES Software audio engineers have worked to bring more realism to what the actual sound insulation values, I guess you could say, of the interiors of the different trucks, and just really create a more realistic environment and sound. So it's not so muffled, it's a little bit more just toned down or whatever, depending on the truck, age of the truck. Newer ones may be quieter, they may not, depends on the brand. And of course, the new SDF fonts. Like I said, for the ATS side of things, the SDF fonts are essentially a different technique of font and text that allow it to appear at any resolution scale and from any distance. It's not like an image where it can get really fuzzy if you blow it up too much or shrink it down. These just scale perfectly and nicely. So although it's kind of hard to see, there are a couple comparison screenshots. I mean, you can kind of notice it. It obviously just depends on what system you run and if you have a really keen eye. But in general, it's just a nice little detail that's added. So if you want to opt into the 1.43 open beta for ETS2, right click on the game, go to properties, go over to the betas tab, and then select what you see on screen, which is the 1.43 public open beta. Let your game update and you are set to play on the 1.43. I would highly advise, before going and doing that opting in of the beta, go into your profile that you want to play on and remove your mods. So whether you have a truck that's a mod, just sell it or something. That way you don't have to worry about any form of glitches when you're trying out the 1.43 beta. So thank you guys so much for watching. I just wanted to let you guys know that this is now available for ETS2, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.